Seriously, this is like someone's intoxicated uncle got a hold of like the fire and hire button and nobody knows to make any rhyme or reason out of it. I don't understand. Alright guys, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Hi to the new subscribers, welcome. But can we just really, like, have a serious... I don't even know what the hell is going on with Ezra Miller, okay? This is just gonna be more of me venting and me saying how they should proceed, in my opinion. And if you don't agree, you can click off. That's totally fine. Warner Brothers, my dudes, okay? I'm cheering for you. You're a giant media conglomerate. I know people aren't gonna feel bad, but I'm like, you're still standing against Disney and stuff. So I went live earlier with Movie Lovers Unite. John was nice enough to have me on. We had a bit of technical difficulties, but we had a good time. You can go check that out. We talk all about the Stallone drama, and I didn't know Dolph Lundgren had a Instagram. Did you guys know that Ivan Drago had an Instagram? That's the most shocking news I've gotten today. But what's shocking on top of that, and I wasn't planning on making this video, and yeah, Ezra Miller, what is going on there? And why isn't it being addressed? That's the thing here. I know Warner Brothers has changed hands. And we've talked about it extensively. Me and John from Movie Lovers Unite have, but this is what I think they should do, and in my opinion, and the direction they should go, and he's said a similar thing, so I was like, I might as well talk about it, especially since I didn't know that Batgirl was actually being, like, made, and they just pulled the rug out from under them and canceled that. They had 90 million in that, and it's just not happening now, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know how far along this was, and you just pulled the plug on it. But this guy is still allowed to have a full-blown film, and you haven't addressed it. I'm not saying it should get chucked out. You guys know over here, I'm the first one to be like, so many people work on something. I don't want to see their work just flushed away. That's not fair to them. This has been a thing. The inception of this was in, 2016? It's not right to do. But I'm like, Warner Brothers, dude, you need to come out and address this stuff. It's not like Johnny Depp or the other ones where that was wrong. And we still don't even have definitive news on Amber Heard and Aquaman. But you're throwing Ben Affleck at us, so we're kind of happy. But at the same time, I'm like, it's BS. And then this guy can have the cops called on him outside of all the other stuff that's allegedly gone down. He's had the cops called on him 10 times in a state. Then he gets arrested in that state and charged with crimes, and you are still allowing him to have his own movie. I don't know what this man has on you, but you need to just at least come out with a statement and go, we don't agree with what's being alleged. At minimum, that's what you need to do here. This is where it gets real crazy, because I didn't know this, and this is what made me hop on. I didn't know that The Flash show. I didn't watch The Flash show. I know a lot of people really love it. I know a lot of people really love that universe. I myself have not kept up with it, but I know a lot of people really care about it. That's abruptly announcing its ending. So a lot of people were like, the TV show Flash is going to come over and do the movie. I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is too far along. That's the thing here. This isn't like we're filming and we can flip-flop people out. It's not like Aliens, or I'm trying to think of another one. I just watched that Movies That Make Us, so I'm thinking about things. I'm like, when did they replace people? Oh yeah, but they were in the middle of filming. That's the difference. This is already cut up and made into a film, and we're like, well, what do we do? And Abby thinks, you Batman Beyond this. But that might look bad because of what you just did to Batgirl. You're really backing into a corner, bud. Because Michael Keaton is already a part of this as Batman. Here's the great part about comics, and here's the great part about what you did, Warner Brothers. You guys have stuck to how comics are done. You've gone, when Joker came out and was announced with Joaquin Phoenix, I was like, this is so smart. This is so smart because this is how comics work. You go, here, other creator, you write your own story in your own universe with your own way, your own take on the characters. That's how comics are done. So, allowing the movies to be that way, it's cool, in my opinion. I think that we have super fans of Ben Affleck. We have super fans of Robert Pattinson, Christian Bale. We all have our own Batman, and it's great, and it's awesome, and we love it. But I think that they need to focus in on Michael Keaton. This is what you do. You say, Michael Keaton, please. Please come and do some reshoots with us, please. John has said this a million times over on Movie Lovers Unite, but I keep going, no, they Batman Beyond it. They need to Batman Beyond it, where he keeps saying they need to focus in on Michael Keaton. I'm like, no, they need to focus in on Michael Keaton and him retiring, and then bring in have it be Batman Beyond. This is how you start Batman Beyond, and you focus in more about Michael Keaton retiring as Batman, and you cut out more of Ezra Miller, and then you come out with a statement and you go, we already have this done, and we're really sorry, and until we get to the bottom of whatever's going on with this guy, we are not going to do work with him anymore. You have to do something. You can't just allow this to keep going. It's insane. But you already got the Keats. You already got the Keats, and we'll support Michael Keaton. Nerds will. Regular people will. We love Michael Keaton. We back Michael Keaton. We stand Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is the GOAT. We love him. But I don't think he's enough for us to go, we're going to put up with this. Like I already said before, if Amber Heard, if they don't come out with actual definitive evidence that she is no longer going to be a part of Warner Brothers and everything else, I'm not going to do videos on it. I'm not. I'm probably not going to support it in the theater. I'm not. I'm not. I felt the same way about Fantastic Beasts. I waited for that to come to streaming because I felt weird giving them my money when I was like, look what you did to this man. But that's what you do here. That's what you do. John's right. I'm right. I promise you, Warner Brothers. The internet is not steering you wrong here. I don't think that they can fully cut Ezra Miller. I don't think that this guy from the TV show is going to come and take his place. There's too much done already. Do you know that there's too much done already? I do think they can reshoot with somebody else in a suit and do camera tricks with his back not to the camera and not seeing his face. We can do all that. Maybe they'll do a multiverse situation. That's the great part about comics. You can just say someone hit keys wrong and science happened and now he looks like this, or magic, or whatever. You can do that. There's superheroes and a man dressed like a bat who's the world's greatest detective. There's a lot of ways to say, well, he doesn't look the same. This is supposed to come out like in 2023. This is like a heavy hitter. Like, people have been waiting for The Flash, man. And that's not even getting into how it affects the Snyderverse. But, I mean, him being affected, if they continue to do a DCEU with him, which I think they should allow, you just recast him, and that's fine. And like I said, you don't even have to question it. Just go, yeah, no, we got a new guy in here. But when it comes to The Flash movie, like I said, it's not like that's not in, like, we're filming it, or it's done. It's done. Like, they need to start, like, press for that in the next few months. Like, that's what's going on. How do you get him to come out and do press? Who's going to want to do press with him? Who's going to want to talk to that guy? I wouldn't. I'd be going, I ain't getting in that room. Are you serious? I'll talk to the Keats. You want me to talk to Michael Keaton? All day. Please, let me talk to but Ezra Miller, I don't want to talk to that psychopath. Like, that's what's going to happen if he does press for this. So if he comes out of his house, but I don't think he will, and I think that there's a very scary situation that is being created there, and Warner Brothers, you need to address it, because God forbid something happens, you know damn well that you would monetize off of that. Then you'd really kick that movie out. Somebody said that earlier to me, and I was like, you're absolutely right. We get the Keats back in. We beg him to come back in. We offer him more money. We say we need more shots of you at a computer, Bruce Wayne. We need more shots of you typing on the computer and talking into a walkie-talkie, and we pivot into Batman Beyond territory. We focus more on the Keats. I don't know if they want to make him another character. I don't know if you want to make him Batman. Whatever you want to make him. You can make him whatever you want. I don't care. Make him whoever. Make him Nightwing. Make him Terry McGinnis. I don't care. Just get Ezra Miller the hell out of here and make a statement about it. Just say, hey, bud, we don't agree with assault and stuff. That'd be cool, because you screwed a lot of people. You screwed a lot of people, and I don't want to see the DCEU suffer for it. Do you know how much money it would cost to go in? Do we have the technology to completely CGI the difference? Yes. Would that take an absurd amount of time and money? Yeah, it would. But you could do it. I think you could. Are you going to have to push it back? Yes. I don't know. Everybody else, their guess is as good as mine. I'm assuming this is going to be Flashpoint. I'm assuming this is how they make their multiverse scenario, which I don't even think you need to do. I don't think you need to do that. I really don't. You don't have to do that. Or is Snyder going to get to do that? Who gets to do the Flashpoint? Let's look it up. Okay, so the Flash travels through time to prevent the murder of his mother, but unwittingly causes changes that result in the creation of a multiverse. So this was Flashpoint. That's what I know things. I know things. I know people tell me I don't know things, but I know things. But this is nuts. This is insanity, is what this is. This is scheduled for June of 2023. This is scheduled for next summer. If you don't know, that's not a lot of time. That's not a lot of time. Jesus. Oh my God, they already pushed it back. Is anybody going to care? Is anybody going to want to go see this even? Is anybody going to care? I think people will care. The DC has a very strong fandom. Warner Brothers has changed hands. So these people inherited some of these problems. And it's like, man, that sucks. I'm sorry for you. But if you're going to pull the trigger on these situations, why not this one? That's why I'm like, that's the bizarre part about the Ezra Miller thing, is sitting back and going, just pattern of behavior. This is odd. This is strange. What's going on here? Now, I had a theory, and I'm going to share it again with you guys if you didn't watch my Dumbledore review, because I think Jude Law is absolutely killing it as Dumbledore, and I thought Johnny Depp, for the first time in years, had a spark back in his eye when he played Grindelwald. I'm not saying those movies are perfect, but Jude Law is killing it as Dumbledore. That's all I'm saying. But, did you guys watch that last one? Spoiler alert. He doesn't die, but they imply that he's dying, and we know that he doesn't make it to the Harry Potter series, so we know that. But the way he goes out in the Fantastic Beasts series, and that production would have been done way before all this Ezra Miller stuff was happening, he gets, for such a big character and such a big actor, to just die off screen, essentially, and walk away with their back turned with another actor, like, that's odd. I understand that wasn't his movie. It was more about Albus. But that is strange. That's odd. And I had a theory that I think somebody on that set of Fantastic Beasts at some point was like, I don't know what it is. We got to get this guy the hell off our set. He's a weirdo. Like pulling Batgirl, which I don't understand that cancellation. I didn't know it was a movie. I thought it was a series. Maybe it is a series. Maybe it was a series. I don't know. But you pulled that and canceled it. And that might look rough if you all of a sudden pivot the Flash movie into Batman Beyond territory, because you might catch up a problem going like, how come this girl wasn't good enough, but a guy is? And so I definitely see where that would have a problem, but I'm like, I would rather have Batman Beyond scenario go down than allowing this man to have his own titled film. I really do. Or, like I said, you gotta say something. And somebody said they should just send it to streaming. They're not gonna do that. They're not going to do that with a name like The Flash. Not when it's been trying to be made since 2016. They can't. They can't. So that's why I'm like, get the Keats in, throw the camera on him, get somebody else in, do some shots, make it Batman Beyond, or more leaning towards Michael Keaton retiring, whatever you got to do here. But we can't have it super focused on Ezra Miller because this guy is an issue. And why is it trending that he's innocent? You were convicted of crimes. You were convicted. You were convicted and pleaded guilty to crimes, dude. Like, I don't know how else to explain it to people. I'm like, yes, I have an issue with the things going on over here, but no, these ones are set in stone, and he was convicted by a judge. I don't understand. So, Warner Brothers, you gotta help me understand. Maybe that's why they are shutting down the show. Maybe because they're saying that this is a premature shutting down of the Flash series, and I know that has a serious fan base too, so I'm like, maybe they are doing that. Maybe they're just gonna do a little bit of multiverse stuff like they did with Ezra Miller on the show. I don't know here. All I'm saying is, this is like an impossible situation, and that's why when people bring it up, I'm like, I don't know. Normally I can guess of what a studio will do, but this is an enigma. This is an enigma. This is a crazy thing. I don't know how else to put it. I'm like, what do you do? Besides throwing Michael Keaton at us. I think the only thing that will pacify us is the Keats. I'm really trying to be like, what do you do here? What do you do here? Do you allow this man to continue to David Koresh himself on a plot of land, openly stating that he has all this stuff, being wild, committing crimes? Do we just continue to allow that and then not do anything and then throw people off of sets or cancel shows for whatever reason that we're not giving? That's all they have to say. We're getting rid of him because you were convicted of a bunch of crimes and you were terrorizing the island of Hawaii, you sack of shit. That's what you do. That's what you do, Warner Brothers. Do you want me to come out and do it? Warner Brothers, you need someone with some balls to just come out and say these things. I will do it, and I am available. I also will have no problem coming out to the public and saying, this man is a menace, and we don't know what's happening, and we don't agree with it, but we're trying to get to the bottom of it, but he's holed up on his house, on his plot of land, and we're trying to figure out what to do with our movie, and we're really sorry. We didn't know he was like this. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not you that's doing these things, but it makes you look like, what did you know? What did you know if you're not saying anything? And there's a whole bunch of other weird things that he was not convicted of, but people have stated very strange things about him. So I'm like, their accounts, I don't know if they're making them up. I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. I wasn't there. But a lot of weird, strange things have happened around this guy. And I was saying years ago, back when the weird fan crap happened, I was like, I don't know the context. This is 8 seconds of a clip. It does look strange. It does look handsy, but I don't know the context and I don't know what was going on here. It could have been an accident, whatever. When he takes the fan to the ground or whatever, I was like, I wouldn't like that. And if you did that, it might be on. It might be on me. I think I could take Ezra Miller. Look at him. He's a twerp. And you can still make your multiverse. You can still make your multiverse. But go into that. Focus on the Keats. Focus on Batman retiring. And use as little of the Flash as you can, and don't call it the Flash. I don't know. That's my best guess of what to do here. Then again, I'm just yelling in my loft about movies. What do I know? But I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Tell me what you think Warner Brothers should do. Warner Brothers, I'm available if you need someone to have some balls and come out and make statements. I have no problem doing that. Yeah, go check out the news rundown we did at Movie Lovers Unite. We had a really good time. I'm just like in shock about this. And then, like I said, then they hit us with Batgirl's canceled. Then I look up, I was looking up The Flash outside. I was sitting there on my little deck and I was like, oh my God, the show's shutting down too? And I was like, why? What did they do wrong? Let me look at this Flash. What's this Flash doing? And then I was like, oh. And then I thought, maybe they're going to cast him. Maybe they're going to take some footage from that. Maybe they're going to change things up. Multiverse it. I don't know. But then I was like, I don't think they'll outright do that. I think they would have told the public if they were going to do that. But it's going to be interesting. Because if you were waiting for the DCEU, this could affect it all. It all rides with twerpy Ezra Miller acting a damn fool and Warner Brothers not making statements about it. Because like I said, I don't know. I don't want to give my money to this person. I don't want to give my money to this person. I want to give my money to the Keats, but I don't want to give my money to this person. Like, this is rough. This is what I truly think. I think that they're either going to flush the whole thing or they're going to put it out like nothing happened. And it's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. There's no world where that's going to pan out correct. Unless it's the Citizen Kane of hero movies. It ain't going to happen that way. There's no way. Because people are going to be like, God forbid he even does anything. And like I said, how do you run press for that? He can't. He can't run press for that. There's no way nobody's ever going to say, what the hell are you doing on your weird farm with your weird group of people that are all following you and they've all admitted to be doing substances and holding weapons with you? Like, someone's going to, I would say that. And if you have, somebody is. So it's like he can't do press. So what do they do here? Let me know what you really think they're going to do. And if you were really pumped for the Flash movie, because I know people that were, and I feel bad for them. And I feel bad for anybody that's like cheering for the DCEU and waiting for that, because I'm like, this hinges on it. I feel like this was their big bet. And now they're pulling Batgirl. And now they're doing this, and I'm like, but the Flash is still going. The Flash is still happening. What planet am I, what universe am I in that this is happening? Did I switch over from the one that canned Johnny Depp and told everybody else to kick rocks and canceled a bunch of stuff for speculation? Am I in the wrong universe? Where am I?